Hey everyone, it's not often that I make these kinds of videos. You know, I've done a few subscriber updates in my time, but I honestly much prefer to just focus on my work, our passion that we all share, the reason that you guys are here. And, you know, I prefer that people, instead of judging me, they judge my work. I just want it all to be about my work and not to be about me at all. None of this is about me. It's just about the passion that we share. But occasionally there's something very important that needs to be discussed. And something has come up. So I'm sure all of you know that we built a custom Spectre. So I'm sure all of you know what Spectre is. It's our case, which I'll be showing very soon on the channel. Actually, when I'm done here with this video, I'll be going out to paint a whole bunch of Spectres, which we'll be delivering to customers over the next few weeks, or starting to. So Jay has obviously received the custom Spectre, and he'll be working on the build by now, but it's just been amazing to be working with these people, you know, like people like Jay. It's just like, when I first started talking to him, I'm sure you guys can imagine what it would be like. You know, I was seriously nervous, and he's like really direct kind of guy, and you know, he just has this air of competence. Like, I've never actually spoken to him on the phone or anything. It's just by email, but it's like all the things that I aspire to. You know, hardworking, competent, and honest and direct. Like, I've supported Jay for many years, and I've been, you know, watching his videos there in the comments in the background, and you know, I've seen some of the things that people have said. You know, none of it is true. The guy is a true legend, and just so you know, I'm not a suck up. It might sound like I'm sucking up, but I'm not. I am happy to stand on my own, and I think you guys can see that. Like, we haven't collaborated with anybody before until now. We have no big companies backing us up, no funding. We've done all of this just with our fans. So, like, I don't need to suck up, and so I'm just being honest. But yeah, he's a seriously cool person to work with. And so obviously this opportunity for us is the opportunity of a lifetime, and because of that we put absolutely everything into the custom Spectre for Post Malone. I don't even want to say how much we spent on it because you guys are not even going to believe it. But yeah, we put like months into it. And I mean, just the CAD alone was just epic, you know, even just for the front panel of that thing. But it was a lot of fun. And the reason I did it, like, of course everyone's going to think fame, money. No. If I'm given the opportunity to build something cool, I'm going to do it, of course. I just wanted to build something cool. And my team is the same. Like, the reason people have joined me is because they have the same passion. They want to do the same thing. And so James Passmore is our engineer. He's the guy responsible for our designs, many of the ideas. I mean, obviously we work as a team on our ideas, and we all sit down and brainstorm, but all of our products, you know, there's a lot of different people who have worked on them, whose ideas have gone into them. And James was the one who built the custom Spectre for Post Malone. And he has just done an incredible job. He's an amazing guy. He's actually got 3 kids, and he's a single dad, you know. And he works like I do. He works around the clock. And I just don't know how he does it. He's just amazing. He's an incredible machinist and an amazing engineer and designer. He really has a lot of talent, and we're very lucky to have him on board. You know, you're going to see in detail, properly, Spectre very soon. And, you know, that's really some of his best work. And we have a lot to share with you about Spectre. You know, most of the details are not known at this point, the most important details. The design, the ideas behind it and everything. But anyway, this video is about the Post Malone case. So yeah, just to give you some background. So anyway, one of my team was in the hardware the other day. He was picking up some things for... By the way, I had a root canal filling like 2 hours ago, so I'm really out of it. The local anesthetic kind of knocks me out a bit. And they had to like give up and seal it back up, so it's like still hurting like hell. And I've been working 13 hours, which I do every day. So where was I? Yes, the hardware. And some young woman comes up to him, and she was from the Cairns Post, which is our local paper. And I guess she saw the shirt, the name, and she started asking him some questions. And I don't know all of the details. I'd have to speak to him. And that may sound weird, him being part of my team, but I let my employees be extremely independent. You know, we speak every day, but they are invested in this as I am, equally, and, you know, they operate independently. I don't, like, micromanage everything. I really prefer to give people a huge amount of responsibility and trust. And so I let him do an interview. Well, he did an interview with her, and they said they were going to do a newspaper article. So, you know, you have to understand, when I take on something like this, it's a huge privilege and a huge responsibility. I mean, it's my reputation on the line, it's Jay's reputation on the line. We need to do our absolute best work. And I think, okay, what are the risks here? What are the threats? You know, what could go wrong? Well, the biggest thing is doing something amazing, something that everyone's going to love, and getting it right and getting it done, you know. And that's all I thought about. But it's always something that catches you by surprise that you're not watching out for, you know. I thought, newspaper article, great. I mean, it's not going to help us because we have no local customers ever, whatsoever, none. And only about 5% of our customers are in Australia. So any media coverage for us here is totally useless. But I thought, if they want to do it, they can do it. It's not, you know, it's another positive thing. Like, by the way, most of our customers are in the US, like 85%. So anyway, they did the article, and I was a bit surprised because they interviewed Sven, the member of our team that I'm talking about, and then they said, we're going to put up the article tomorrow, but we'll send you the article to proofread. And I thought, okay, that's good. But we never saw it. And then the next morning at like 8 o'clock, I saw it had already been printed in the paper. And they had all these photos, and I didn't even know how they got them because I didn't give them to them. And I've never seen the photo before. It must have come out of, I don't know, it must have got onto the internet somehow and they found it. And I was really surprised that they actually knew things. Like, Sven told me some of the things that the newspaper already knew about me, like personally. So they really must have done some research. But then, you know, the article, I never read it. And that may sound strange that I didn't read a newspaper article about our company, but I'm extremely careful about the things that I put my time into because I don't have much time. I'm extremely busy. You know, we have a lot of builds to deliver. I work 14 hours a day, and any time that I have left I spend with my family. So yeah, I'm extremely careful about the things that I spend time on. And my team, just doing their job, put it up. And, you know, that's what they're meant to do. That's what we pay them for. But then I hear that there's, like, everyone's going crazy about it. And so I haven't actually read any of the comments or really looked into it, but I decided to go read the article. And I got through the first couple of sentences, and I just couldn't even read any more of it because I was just so angry. So I haven't actually read the whole article, but it's just such a shame, you know. Sven did the interview. He told her the facts, and I just don't know what they were thinking. Like, I mean, I have no faith in the media. If they can't even get these simple things right, well then what about, like, politics and war. Well, like looking at this article, they completely left Jay out of it. Now, why would they do that? That's like bad for us, because Jay is a celebrity as well as Post Malone, and so we wanted Jay mentioned, obviously, and so yeah, they just completely obliterated Jay from the entire article, and they said that Post Malone came directly to us, which is completely not true, and it's not what we told them. So anyway, this has all happened really quickly. I've been at the dentist, so I haven't had a chance, but I will be asking the newspaper for a public statement to explain why they changed the facts and why they removed the facts and just made up a story. I mean, in my opinion, the media is a business, and they're in the business of telling people what they want to hear. And you reading the article, you can really tell that is exactly what was going on. So the person who wrote it thought, well, why should I mention Jay? Because, you know, none of the local people around here know who Jay is, but they do know who Post Malone is. So let's just take out the Jay part and just put in the Post Malone part. And it was just obviously rushed. The grammar is bad. Like, they get all the words wrong. They have no idea what they're writing about when it comes to computers and liquid cooling. It's like all wrong. It's obviously not what we told them. I mean, if you read it, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, with the trouble it's caused, like for a minute there, I was thinking about like suing them for defamation if I had the money, you know, and the time, which I don't. But yeah, I think a public statement will be sufficient. Maybe, hopefully, an apology. And, you know, I'm just sorry that we shared this thing on the internet. I really need to be much more careful when it comes to media coverage. Like, I focus on just building things. I'm not a people person. I'm not good with people. I love people. I love everyone. But yeah, I'm definitely not a people person. I have people in my team who are, like Sven, and that's why he did the interview. But my passion is just building things and designing things, and that's what I want to spend my time doing. The rest, I'll just be as honest and open as I can, and hopefully people will just judge me on my work and not on everything else. So yeah, we made the mistake of sharing something without looking into it and reading it, but we've taken it down, we've deleted it, and I just hope that people can understand that we're just like, we didn't like lie to the newspaper. Why would we? I mean, none of our customers are going to see the newspaper article. You know, it's not going to help us at all, and taking Jay out of it just takes one celebrity out of it, so that's going to hurt as well. You know, it's just silly. And it doesn't surprise me that people think that it was us lying to the newspaper, because people do tend to have a mob mentality where they don't really think these things out very well. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the Post Malone build. I seriously cannot wait to see what Jay does, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy that, you know, all of the hard work has brought us to this point, and we've been able to do something like this, you know, and I'm not looking to gain anything out of it. I'm just happy to be here. So hopefully people can understand that. Anyway, I really need to get back to work.